let's take a look at a FortNite figure. This is on a carded type. That's why I left it on there. It's series 14, number 144. We got Triggerfish. Stick it to them. It is serious. We have Kit. I think I have a 6-inch version of Kit. The Ice King, I have a version of, I know. Phoenix is in another video I'm about to do. An Unpeely would be awesome to have. I did not see him there. None of these, except for him, was at my store. But if you want to pick yours up, you need to, hopefully they'll still be at yours, Ross. And if you get mad at me because I didn't show this to you on time, I made a short video. You should have watched that. So for $2.99 at Ross, I picked up 5 in one day. It was a great deal. I love it. It's probably somebody else beat me to the Unpeely because, let's be honest, he's very appealing, especially since we live at the beach and he looks like he's ready for the beach. All right, so I usually have them open already, but since it's a card, it's not that hard. This might be annoying though, the sound it makes when it comes off the card or the plastic. It wasn't that long or excruciating. Let's take a look at that face. So I thought at first it was one of the oranges, and I was like, I got the orange guy or the hamburger guy or whatever. No, this is actually a fish. You can tell by his bug eyes and his big old lips, and I'm not sure what that's going to do because I don't think it can get on his eye, but it's funny. So his head's going to be really hard to do anything with because of how big it is and how much it's got not much room, is what I'm trying to say in English. So we can bend down this much. It probably could go farther if it wasn't for the scarf. And the scarf is not soft. It's very hard. And that's him making noises because he's like, oh, oh. No, it's actually my water tank. I'm right beside the well house because I'm under my favorite tree and I'm washing clothes. So anyway, ooh, that was hard to snap into. When things move too hard, I'm always afraid I'm going to break them. But I got his armpit up so you can smell it. And that's as far as it goes. Gee Louise, that's hard. You do 360 degrees here. He bends 90 degrees at the elbow and can do 360 degrees. He has the, oh, yeah, once again, we got the side-to-side wrist, and it's true for both of them. So it's not the up and down wrist. I like the up and down wrist more personally. I don't really see a point in doing this unless it just helps you to hold on to something with 2 hands. Now, I love how they hide some of the articulation on these. He's got hidden articulation at the top. And then he does have a waist articulation, which is kind of a waist. But with him, it kind of works because turning him sideways with those pouches, he's not going to do it as easily. So that really does help for him. And maybe that's why, you know, I usually like, it's too much articulation. I usually complain about it, but I guess if you're going to make kind of a one-size-fits-all kind of thing, it would be better that way. So that when you do need it, it's there. These little things are going to keep him from going too far, making a split, but he does have a bald crotch. He also has a thigh swivel. He's got a tattoo on his inner thigh in case there's a vampire wanting to bite him. Well, she got old after trying to go after Jim Carrey. All right, we got, wow, way more articulation than normal in the knees. Now, the knees are normally 90 degrees on older, like, you know, one single joint, but you got 2 joints. He goes past the 135 that the other figures I've reviewed today look like they can do. His feet, whew, I have not seen somebody do that much of a point. He can definitely do some ballet. All right. He can also kick somebody in the face because that's the way you want to kick. You never want to kick with your toes. I took karate when I was a kid, so. All right. And I also took Taekwondo. I think it's the one where we have all the pressure points. And I only have 2 pressure points. So I'm not telling you. But all the other pressure points that most people can put on their knees, the master, he couldn't do it. He could not put me on my knees. And I'm like going, he's like, this is strange. I've never not been able to do this. And somebody, he says, you have a high tolerance for pain. I was going, does that mean I should become like a warrior? Like, no, it's the way I'm wired, I guess. But hey, I'm not bragging about it. I'm just saying that may be a bad thing though, because I shouldn't easily go, because it's still affecting you whenever you get those pressure points pushed. So I'll probably have to go to the bathroom all day, he said. Anyway. All right. So, yeah, I mean, that's all you're going to get from me is just the basics. You don't want to get like a history of these guys or history of the game every time you watch one of these videos. And maybe you do. Go watch Pixel Dan. No offense, Pixel Dan. Sometimes I just want a quick, is it good or is it bad? That's it. I do love your comparison times though. All right, we have green right here on this weapon. So I was like, well, does he have a weapon? Yes, he does. It's a long staff weapon. Everything today I've reviewed has got long shafts on them. And they're all axes almost, except for the one horse head. I guess. I don't think that's an axe, but so he's got a double-sided axe. One's got a pick on it. The other one's just a blunt axe. It's got silver painted on it and green. So there's always 3 colors, including the plastic color. Well, okay, to get him to hold it with both hands, usually it seems like to me, get it in the left hand first and then rotate it to the right hand is what seems to work the best. But that's just me. Maybe I'm not doing something correctly. Yeah, see, I'm like popping out of one hand. This one's a little bit harder because it's not round. It's rectangular, which could help you to pop that thumb over it easier, but he could hold it with both hands if I had more. Well, I don't want to take. See, when I put it in one hand, it pops out of there. So maybe if you had something else to hold this down while you're putting in the other one, I don't know. Unless you're just better than me than doing this. All right, I don't want to waste all your time doing this, but yes, he could definitely hold with both hands. They're able to do it. I just can't. It's always one of those things. I get one down, the other one pops up. It's like whack-a-mole. So guys, what do you think of this figure? And he does have a hole in his back. Doesn't hold anything. He has holes on his feet too. Doesn't hold anything he's got with him. So have a fantastic Friday, and hopefully I'll see you either next week or in the air.